Hey everyone, I'm Sarah with Fisher Price Ranch. First off, please hit that subscription button down below and the notification bell for updates on our next videos. So, sorry it's been a little bit since I've done a video. I kind of been scrambling around the farm getting things cleaned up. We've had a few showings on the house, but no takers just yet. So we're still hoping for that. I did want to give you guys an update. We've been working with a guy at the local college, and he actually helps small businesses get loans and grants and stuff. So we're working toward that. Our next step is to get our LLC up and going, and we have to give them some of our paperwork and information. But we're going to try going a route of getting a loan, and maybe that'll help us get our next property while we're still here, which is good because then we can get started over there and not have to rush it because we don't have to move right away. So that's one of our options that we're working toward. But I do want to give you guys a quick update on what's going on around here. It's getting cold. Fall is definitely here, and our garden, I think this is our last week with it. It's getting really cold. It's supposed to really cool off in a few days, and I think everything's going to freeze. So I think we might have to do a little bit of harvesting probably Thursday. Today's Tuesday. You guys probably won't see this till Wednesday. So anyway, but I do want to give you guys a quick update. The girls, oh my god, they're getting so fat. I can't believe we still have 8.5 weeks before kids. It looks like they're ready to go any day. And then also it's been super dry still. Everything's still very, very dusty. I've been watering every few days. I've been kind of cutting back on the watering because it almost seems like a waste of water because it's just so dry that the ground's drying way before the roots get all that moisture that I'm giving them, and the pastures just aren't doing that great. The boys are doing pretty good. The ones coming in real nice, but they have a lot smaller area, so they seem to get the water a little bit better. I thought about reseeding the girls, but I think I'm going to wait until maybe it cools off a little bit more, and then maybe just do a small area at a time and really let it get thick, and then just keep doing patches maybe that way to try and get this greening up a little bit more. But let me show you guys kind of what's going on. Alright, so I do have some terrible news. This dang pond is giving me so much grief. So I've resealed it twice since that first time, and as you can see, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's holding more water than it did, but for some reason, somewhere I'm missing where it's leaking. I resealed it, when was it? Saturday. And then I tried to fill it up yesterday. I just filled it like 6 inches just to see. And it did hold more water since the last time I sealed it, but there's got to be somewhere I'm missing. I'm going to have to climb down there and get wet. It's going to be cold, but I got to figure out where the heck my hole is. I'm not really sure where exactly it's leaking. So it's obviously at the water line because it stopped leaking. Since I checked it yesterday, it was still going down a little bit. So it's somewhere right above the water line is where it's leaking. So I definitely need to figure out where that hole is. And then hopefully then we can get it filled up. But I'm getting very frustrated with it. So anyway, it's getting there. So yeah, you guys can see the pastures they're not looking that great. And, so it's a bummer. I worked so hard and it's just dying off. Well, I don't know that it's so much dying off. I think it's just the lack of moisture. The grass is going dormant until we get moisture again. So I think I'm keeping it green enough with the watering that I'm doing. But I don't know that it's worth planting, like I said, until we get moisture. So I don't know, I'm kind of playing it by ear with this. I think it was the worst year to try and get pastures going, just because the drought has been the worst that they've seen in so many years. So I don't know. But show you guys real quick the boys, and then I want to show you guys the girls. They're getting so big. So I'll show you guys, we've been working really, really hard out here. We're going to do a yard sale, so we're starting to bring some stuff out of the house. Still going through the house a bit. But staying really nice out here. Keeping it clean and organized as best we can. Hey, Rocky. What are you guys doing, huh? See, their pasture, other than this dead spot, I don't know why it died right here, but it was probably the dog or something. But out here it's looking really good, nice and green. And then that pasture over there is really coming in. So it's doing well for the boys, but like I said, I think because it's, whoa, I don't know what my camera just did. I think it's just because it's a smaller area, so the sprinklers overlap each other, so it stays real nice. But the boys are getting plenty of moisture in their feed from the grass. What are you doing, Thor? Hiding in your house? All right, and finally I got it cleaned up over here in this corner. Look at how much nicer that looks. So all the stuff that we're keeping is still in this corner. I gotta do a garbage run. Some of that's garbage. But now I can walk right over to the boys and not have to go around anything, which is great. Hi, crybaby. What you doing there? What you doing, Bazooka? What? Silly. There's Wrecker. There's Thor. Hey, chicken. Hey, chicken. What are you doing? What are you doing? You got grass in your mouth. Somebody's been in the pasture. Chickens are still chickens. They're still doing what they're doing. But I want to go show you guys real quick the garden, and then we'll go up and see the girls. So what's left of the garden, it looks like our large tomatoes. I have some that are finally starting to turn, but they're so heavy. Look at this. They're like weighing down the plant. But we got big ones everywhere. So hopefully those will turn before we get our freeze. We've got them all over the place. Yeah, there's a bunch in there too. So anyway, hopefully we'll be able to harvest those. If anything, we'll pull them green and they can ripen in the house. There's not much left going on with our peppers. I don't really have anything new coming in. Our basil, I let them finally seed, so we need to come out and harvest the seeds. Catnip still going crazy. And then, yeah, see, we're already getting some frost is starting to kill some of our leaves. So yeah, we're just about at the end, so I don't think we're gonna get our watermelon this year. It's still too small. And we got a couple, if that leaf would get out of my way, couple squashes still coming in. There's zucchinis. So I don't know, we're just gonna kind of see how things go. We have so many tomatoes that are green, but like I said, I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get them. But you can start to see even the tomatoes are getting frozen. So we might be at the end of our garden for this year. A lot of this is dying out. These really got frost on them, but you can see some of the tomatoes are starting to turn. So we're just going to have to see how it goes, but like I said, we may have to pull all the tomatoes and hope that they ripen in the house. Some of these are basil also. So anyway, that's a quick update around the farm, but I want to show you guys the girls, and then I have some awesome news about one of our girls. Alright, so this is pretty much a situation with the girls. They're all getting so fat that their legs are kicking out to the side. They're having issues getting up because they're so fat. This is one of our first girls due. You can see how big around she is. Tipsy is our first due, December 5th, along with, we have two due the same day. Truffles is our other one due. Truffles is a first timer. She's one of our homegrown does, and she is getting absolutely ginormous as well. You can see how big she's getting. Big old fat belly. But everybody's getting pretty big. I've been kind of watching. We should be able to start feeling babies here soon. Any day, really. Coconut, next week we do her second round of antibiotics. And then after that, we'll wait another month and she'll get bred around the second week of November. Hopefully she'll take. If not, looks like she's destined for freezer meat, unfortunately. That'll be a big bummer. Hi, Bonnie, you're okay. Another big fatty, aren't ya? Another big fatty. She always gives triplets, I guess. She gave us triplets last year, and at her previous home she gave a bunch of triplets. This is one of her triplets from December. You're okay. Relax. But everybody's starting to get really lazy. We're almost at the moaning stage where everybody starts acting like they're dying. Here's another fat one. Huh. Yeah, you're fat, girl. Hopscotch, I still have not seen a heat, but like I said before, we're going to wait until we breed coconut, and we'll just put them with the same buck, same day, I think. Another fat one. Another fat one. Marsala's getting pretty big belly. She's hanging low, though. She's not so far. She's not wide like everybody else. She's just hanging low. And, yep, all the fat girls are just hanging out, eating. That's all they do anymore. They eat, they sleep, they drink water. Huh. So it'll be very, very exciting. Lots of kids coming in just 8.5 weeks. Alright, so I know you guys occasionally hear me talk about my favorite goat, which is Bonnie, and that she will never, ever leave this farm. Well, I wanted to give you guys a quick little story about when I got her. Walked right through a spider web. Anyway, I purchased her almost 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years in January. And when I got her, she was very, very wild. And I'd say she'd only let me get within 30 feet. It was so bad that when we had to catch her, we had to make a makeshift pen with a gate, a 30-foot rope, some pellets, and me having to hide at the end of that rope, and as soon as she walked in, I had to pull the door closed. That's how we had to catch her. It was horrible. And so we've gotten to the point where she'll come within 10 feet. She got to the point where I could scratch her nose, but she'd like lean way over there for it. That way, if I made any movements, she was far enough away she could just dart and take off. So it's pretty much how it's always been with her. Persistence is key. That is one thing. So I want to show you guys what's going on with Bonnie. So this is Bonnie right here in the gateway. Hey, Bonnie. How you doing, girl? Now, she is currently pregnant. Oh, girls, be nice. She's a little bit lower totem pole, so she's always... Oh. Zara wanted to say hi. We got some news about Zara, too, but we'll get to you in a minute. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, girl, come here. Hi, good girl. Look, I can pet her. I'm so excited. This is taking forever. Oh, goodness. Zara, you're going to freak her out. Oh, Bonnie. It's a good girl. Yeah. Isn't this awesome? It's taken way too long to get this close to my girl, but I'm happy it finally happened. It's okay. She's not going to hurt ya. She's worried about the dog. Good girl. This is Bonnie's daughter from this past December, and she was skittish for a while there too, but we finally got her nice and friendly, huh? Yeah. Everybody's getting so big. Goodness, Sabrina. Sabrina says hi. Yeah. Alright, so Zara, finally, she's in heat. Oh my gosh, she is like a month and a half late on her heat cycle. Peppermint. Peppermint says hi. Say hi, Peppermint. So anyway, she's finally in heat. We're going to breed her Saturday. and then every other day if we can until she no longer wants to breed. But we're hoping to at least get 3 to 4 breedings, and hopefully she takes this time. We really need more dogs, especially if we're getting our next property. They protect the goats very, very well. And our next property, if we get what we're looking for, which would be 40 to 80 acres, and we're going to need more dogs to protect that much property. Will you quit trying to eat my equipment? You're so silly. Don't push buttons either. I'm being attacked here. So anyway, that's what's going on with the girls, and we're very, very excited. Hopefully we get puppies this time. I'm really, really hoping. I paid good money for that breeding, and I don't want it to go to waste. So I'm hoping that we actually get puppies. I think I've done everything that I needed to. I took her to the vet. I've had her looked at. Everything is good. She's healthy, and I've been feeding her a little bit extra, hoping that maybe that'll... I've heard that just like with goats, if you up their intake on food, like a few weeks before they're bred, their body thinks that they have enough food to sustain more babies, so they typically drop more eggs. So I'm just making sure that they're getting enough what they need before they're bred. So this year, as far as the goats go, because this year we did 24/7 access to hay, and then we've had the forage. What little we got, but they're all so fat. They look ready to pop, and they still have 2 months. And I'm thinking we're gonna have a triplet year, so, which is good, be nice. So we'll see what happens there. So anyway, I'm trying to do the same with the dog. Just like I said before, I've never had puppies before. I've never bred dogs. I grew up with my mom raised AKC registered Cocker Spaniels, so I've been around puppies and helping birth the puppies and care for baby, you know, all that stuff. But it's the first time I'm doing it personally. So we'll see how it goes. Keep your fingers crossed for me. I don't really know what else to update you guys on currently. I'm trying to figure out more ideas for videos to help you guys. So if you have any ideas, please let me know, and I'll start doing videos for you to help you learn anything educational, stuff like that, as far as goats, chickens. I used to raise rabbits, so if you guys wanted a little bit of rabbit videos, maybe I can help you there. We used to have pigs, we've had peacocks, turkeys, all that stuff. So eventually down the road, when we do get our next property, I do want to get back into rabbits. I miss my rabbits. They were so much fun, and they produce a lot of food also. So anyway, if there's anything you guys want to learn, definitely let me know. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.